All right, let's see what we got here. I guess we definitely clock it then. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, what I do as a spiritual healer, I pretty much help people to become what I call Christ like, or what you probably already heard or have heard, being Christ like, let's just say Krishna like or Buddha like. And what that means pretty much, it's a state of enlightenment. When you see guys like Jesus or Buddha, first of all, Jesus the Nazareth became Jesus Christ, and Siddhartha became the Buddha. So what you see here is that these people were born twice. They were born again. And that part of them being born again, what that means is they got to realize who they are on a whole different understanding, on a whole different level. That's what being born again is. It's you get to know you on a different level, which is completely, entirely different from how you used to look at yourself. Most people would call that you being saved, however you like to look at yourself. I mean, however, it, anyway, what that simply means, pretty much, is having a state of realization. I help you to attain a state of realization, which will ultimately lead you to a state of enlightenment. Because as you start to realize who you are, and then that light bulb, you become that. That's why people like us, that's why we say we're doing, light work. Not light as in not heavy, but we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're working for the Most High. We're giving people sights. We're helping you to see better. So when that part of you is awakened, then now you come in a state of realization, and then a state of enlightenment. That's what I help you with, and that's what it is to be Christ-like, to be Buddha-like, because they all had to go through that transformation. One did it through meditation. The other now had to do it through being born again, his death, by sacrificing his own life, and they both goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that devotion, like we all know, whatever you're doing for you, you got to sacrifice it. There's a sacrifice that is taking place. You want to look good? You want to get those six packs? What are we talking about? There are sacrifices that comes with that. Do you get it? So ultimately, I mean, I guess I'm saying so many different things here, but to get back to the point of what I do in terms of, if this is your first time here, like, I help you to attain your highest level of consciousness. And that entails for you to be born again. That entails for you to go beyond, or to have a better understanding of who you are by going beyond, what you already know. But anyway, and I pretty much do that by helping you now to become in alignment with you. That's when now I help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. Because keep in mind, we're talking about your highest level of consciousness. So to attain that level of clarity, or to see beyond the veil, that entails for you to actually, like, you gotta be in harmony with your emotions. Because if you're bitching, or let's just say you emotionally not unbalanced, We all know that's why you would like. I always use this because it's when you say to somebody, "I think you're being too emotional." Now you could politically say that, but what you're truly saying is you you missing out on a few things because I could see it that your emotions are blocking your vision or your understanding. You wouldn't say vision, but I would say vision. And I want you to also understand that it is their vision because we all see and understand life out of our vision, which is also, which pretty much stems out of our understanding. And that's what it means as a man thinketh, and so he is. Oh, don't be fooled, man. I'm going in on you guys tonight, man. Don't be fooled at all. Oh, this is a warning. Don't be fooled, man. Don't be fooled. Mm-mm. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, a little bit, of excitement. You know, so going back to being emotionally balanced, right? So we're saying that your emotions have a direct impact on your understanding, the way you see things. And that's what, for the most part, you see with people who are being toxic. Because the very foundation of toxicity is so you to suppress your emotions. And the minute you do that, then now you become very rigid. Again, and that's when I tell people when you try to be too logical. So just now, okay, so I guess since I gave you the example about being too in love or you falling in love or maybe you being emotionally unbalanced and you don't get to see what's in front of you. You're blind. So that's what we're saying. That's why for me I call it your vision. But anyway, going back real quick, so now I wanted to let you know when you suppress your emotions, now you're not seeing things correctly. And that's what you see a lot of times, people who had, who became a certain way. And again, our subjectivity is our reality. And what I truly mean by that is that, again, how you see things, and I'm not talking about perception, I'm talking about the way you, with your understanding, your vision. Okay, well, anyway, let's just. So now, you become very rigid because you suppress your emotions. It's almost the same thing as, let's just say, a motherfucker who who's in love or too in love or emotionally unbalanced. Let let's just say that because there's a whole lot of other things that comes with being in love. It doesn't make you stupid, but anyway, there's layers to what I'm saying. But I think what I really want to say, or as far as what I was saying, the connection I was trying to make was about you know um, you being emotionally unbalanced. Because I just don't want you to get the impression again. Because how? I mean, because we just also talked about when you're being too logical, right? I just want to make sure it doesn't appear contradicting to you, but to me, I'm good. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't worry about me. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to make sure no child's left behind here. Nobody's gonna be left behind. They're like, not on my clock. And that's the very purpose of me doing this work too, man. Is to help as much as I can. Because we're living in the fucking wilderness, man. Like, it's almost like, like people go to school, but the proper education is still not being done. That's why we're living in the type of world that we're living. But most importantly, that's why we also have a misunderstanding of who we are. No wonder. But anyway, don't be fooled, because that's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. Oh shit, I think my shit is dying. We can't have that. Well, we're going to ride it until it falls off. All right? So, in terms of your vision, how you see things, it has a lot to do with your understanding. So, to be honest, if you understand this part alone, and just to talk about this alone, is for you not to be fooled about who you are. Because even the process, how we understand things, how we operate, which is our true reality, a lot of you guys are living a fictional life. But see, the thing is, for you to understand this life too, you got to go beyond it. Oh, don't be fooled at all. We're going to go in. I want some bullshit tonight. You definitely in for a good one. But anyway, if you understand that alone, man, this is revealing so many fucking shit about the way we operate. It's almost like, I don't want to give it away too much, but it's almost like, I mean, is this really a material world? Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, yes. I mean, a car can hit you. Like, I'm not. I'm not saying. You know, that's not part of that reality. But it's also part of that reality too, that you have the ability to manifest, right? So if you can manifest, but yet you still have that, so there are many different things to you. A lot of you are not exploring you, well, at all. And due to misunderstanding or lack of knowledge, or due to ignorance, you identify yourself only with the physical aspect. Whereas there are so many other aspects about you, and then when you experience them, do you know what you do? It's almost like, yeah, I did, but that's crazy. I mean, but you experience it though. What would make this experience crazy, whereas this is not crazy? And by the way, that has been the argument of what the Matrix is trying to tell you of so many things. But again, don't be fooled, man. I want you to keep that in the back of your mind. Or I'm working you out on a whole different level tonight. Don't be fooled, man. So now you understand that, for you to attain your highest level of clarity or to be enlightened, to have that realization, it's like, oh shit. Yes, I am physical, but god damn it, I'm also spiritual. Because for any man to thrive, you also got to take care of your mental aspect. Reading a book, developing yourself spiritually, so to speak. What this is truly telling you is that there are other aspects of you. And for you to be whole, to be complete, to thrive as a human being, that's why, nigga, you go to school. You go to school so you're not a fool, right? I mean, it sounds good, but anyway, like, what I'm truly saying is that, to be better, to have a better understanding. Meaning, looking at this reality from a deeper perspective. That's why you're going to school for, to learn. You are pretty much expanding your vision, your understanding, when you're learning about life. Supposedly. Just fuck with me for a second. So again, I'm just using the shit that you're going through. Again, that's why, as a spiritual healer, And I love the way the Tibetan monks describe this too. They talk about the wisdom, uh, 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 the mirror of wisdom. And I'm telling you exactly what that shit is right now. That's exactly what this is. And as a spiritual healer, that's what I do. I hold that for you to see you on some other level. And that's how I'm giving you the light. I'm giving you your medicine. Come get your dosage, man. Nigga, what? Let me talk my shit tonight, man. Oh man, it's been that type of day for me too, man. It's like the downloads, the connection, the anyway. Oh man, it's like I'm already okay. So let me just slow it down because I got way ahead of myself here, right? But I mean, shit. Because sometimes I just need to get into it. But if it's if this is your first time or if you're coming back, because all of it is also this is us building our foundation too. So that's why before I like to build first before. But there's a part of me too, man. Like this, that's if you know, you know. But anyway, oh no, I gotta get more smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are gonna have to excuse me for a second. I mean, I know for a second for me it's gonna take a minute, but I'll be hopping right back, and then when you look at it, it's all what I'm saying. It won't even feel like. I mean, it's shit. When you look at it again, it would feel like I never left, nigga. And here I am, guys, as I promised, like I never left. I love to predict the future. I must be a prophet. But anyway, going back to our whole conversation in terms of for you to attain that highest level of clarity, meaning to see things beyond the veil, you need to be in tune. And you become in tune pretty much by becoming mentally and emotionally balanced. You become more receptive to nature. You paying more attention. You delving more into yourself. This is pretty much what we're all talking about here. And the whole aspect of for you not to be fooled is, I'll get to it in a second. you know, I mean, pretty much for you to recognize your environment, to know who you are. Okay? Now, it gets a little bit deeper, guys. Now, we already understand that your emotions has to be balanced and your mental has to be balanced. In other words, they both come together. So now, what do I mean by helping you to become emotionally balanced? And what type of work do I do? I help you to become emotionally balanced now by helping you to start to acknowledge your emotions. And in so many words, if you didn't get it, that's what I was also doing by letting you know when you suppress your emotions, you become too logical. So that is one layer for you to start looking at it already. Listen, I got a mouthful for you guys tonight, man. So you want to start looking at it from that perspective already. I'm just want to make sure you're here with me. That's it. If not, it's okay. We're still gonna dance, man. We're gonna be just fine. But anyway, so now to understand your emotions, it's not to suppress them. The minute you suppress them, well, I mean, That's what toxicity is. That is the recipe for building a foundational. I mean, to just to be toxic, because a lot of people truly become toxic after they got their heart, you know, broken, disappointments. That's why a lot for me, like I could see how sad those people are. They carry disappointment all their lives, and they're projecting that onto other people. And as a spiritual healer too, like my job is to help. It's to help. Uh, I mean, it's to help you who's trying to fix yourself. The motherfucker who already made his fucking decision, and you obviously already made up yours too, but with an open heart. That's why this type of knowledge I know is for the livings. It takes hard work for a man to recognize another man's hard work. Do you notice? Because I've been around them. What you call the energy vampires. People who are blaming everybody for who couldn't handle their own feelings. Do you notice it's never? That's why a lot of people do not take accountability. But to take accountability requires for you to face yourself, man, at some levels. And that's when you get to realize too how sensitive. There's a bunch of CCs out there, and there has always been for centuries. That's what our ancestors was talking about, and that's what I'm talking about here now. Different time, but it's the same reality. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what they mean by there's nothing new under the sun. But there's a lot of other shit that is also new under the sun. You understand what I'm saying to you? You know what I'm saying? But the underlying truth is going to remain that. And that's the type of vision you need to develop. And that's what I'm telling you by not for you not to be fooled, man. So now, let me just close out real quick. Let's do that little introduction, I guess, routine of mine before we delve into that one because this is going to be a good one. So now, to be emotionally balanced, you have to understand your emotions. Obviously, that requires for you to face them, not suppressing them, and, go beyond them. That entails you understanding your pain, you embracing your pain, and yet, you know, being emotionally intelligent or balanced. This is where the intelligence with the emotions have to work things out. Well, we were seven, man. Like these kids didn't know any better. Or you got raped by whoever the fuck. Your uncle didn't know any better, man. He probably was raped before he raped you. Well, I'm not saying it's okay at all. But how do you control what you cannot control? That's the way to do it. You can only do it because do you know why he did it? But most importantly, that's why it's important for you to become you because to take control over your own fucking emotions. That's the point. It's for you to be emotionally balanced. It's for you to take control of your own fucking emotions, and that requires for you to have a proper understanding of the situation. So it's more than just you dealing with your feelings. It's, the mind and your heart's got to come together. And that's what you call being emotionally intelligent. Or emotional intelligence. So again, just so you guys know, these are not, but anyway, because this is for the livings. This type of knowledge, this type of understanding, the type of spiritual healer or the type of spiritual healing that I do is to transform you. I give you that transcendental knowledge that would allow you to go through different planes without that would set you free. Meaning to help you to be conceptually not to be attached to your to the material conception, not to be enslaved by it. We're not neglecting it. We're adding more to it, as there is more to you. But anyway, so that's pretty much what I do. Now, to be mentally balanced, again, it's the same baseline understanding. What am I talking about here is for you to understand how your mind works. It's your fucking mind, bro. Again, I'm holding that mirror. It's your fucking mind. That's your business. And also, that is why I am at your service. You understand? As a spiritual healer, I'm here to serve you. And I'm giving you the best care ever, man. How you doing? Sometimes I gotta smack your ass too. Whatever it takes. Don't worry, I got you. Stick around. I know what I'm doing. But it's on you though. Same thing. It's your business. It's your mind. Because everything, that you come in contact with influences you influence your way of thinking. For instance, let's be clear, and that's how I'm giving you the sight too. The difference in what I'm doing here. So when you come here, you're being influenced by this. But this type of influence, though, again, I hold the mirror of wisdom for you to see you. You see, that's how you want to condition your mind. Us true spiritual freedom fighters or truth livers. We are the radiating ones. We shine even in the darkness. In fact, we embrace the darkness because it adds on to our shine. This is for the great listeners. I speak to a fucking universe. I'm telling you, man. Like I told you guys that the last time, even the ancestors are paying attention to what I'm saying. I talk for them too. I don't think you understand. Let me ease up on you. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was being very, very violent. I apologize. I just had the best of me. Nigga, I had the best of me. I'll do it again in a fucking heartbeat, man. But anyway, man, I want some bullshit tonight. You know, your culture influences the way you think. That's why Canadian thinks a certain way, French people thinks a certain way, island people see things a certain way. Your culture is conditioning you how to think. Now here's the thing, because that's what you know, it's always going to be biased. That's what you know. Now, for you to even be fair to yourself, that's why you need to expand your vision. It helps you to become, it add more sights to your sight. It helps it pretty much expand your whole reality too. Your even your way of living will change. So without me getting too much ahead of myself, do you see why you need God in your life? Don't be fool, man. I want you to remember that. Don't be fool, man. You know, the whole point, is, and then when you realize that, then automatically you will feel more connected to humanity. And the deeper you go into that type of understanding, or to become more receptive, or to expand your vision, then you'll be able to, then you're going to become cosmic while you're still living this reality. That's what makes it a transcendental. I mean, this type of knowledge is allows you to transcend. Transcendental knowledge. You have the ability to experience different realm and different reality, and that's exactly what you do any fucking way. That's why this life is what you make it. As a man thinketh, so he is. And that goes for everybody. All you're doing is making yourself better. Those who knows, that's why the people who know better, they understand now they have to feed their mind. And then now you have guys like me who are healers or teachers or servers. I'm doing God's work. I work for the universe. Hey, let me tell you, I'm a big deal. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just know. Because for a man to take on a task like this, oh, I'm a bad motherfucker. You can always find out if you don't believe. Listen, those who didn't see me that way, they all finding out. How would you like to know? That's the question for you. But anyway, I'm here to serve you. You tell me what you want. What are you here for? Well, and that's what I've been telling you as a spiritual healer. I'm here, to help you to become Christ-like, to attain your highest level of consciousness, for you to look the best you ever looked in your whole fucking life. Oh, it is a privilege for me. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Oh, welcome. First of all, that's saying a lot about you. But let's just summarize real quick, because we got some shit to talk about, right? So that's pretty much what I do as a spiritual healer, and I pretty much show you the process on, of course, if we were to have a 101, then we'll talk more there's a lot more to come. But anyway, I'm just giving you, what I'm saying, like the stepping stones. Those were stones for you to step on. To, listen, I'm working you out. You tell them what you see here, man. This is blessing on top of blessings, nigga. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Hey, man, the paralyzed are walking. Man, go in peace, nigga. Don't sin again. You know what I'm saying? Because it would take you right back to where you are. Why would you want to sin again? Did I even have to tell you that? You tell them what you see here, man. Spread the word. you know? So we talked to a fucking universe. And I have to salute to the fucking ancestors too, man. Oh my God. Where do I start? Now this is very important. Now listen, I love you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. And this is just a public announcement. And no shame in my game. The way these motherfuckers been holding me down, nigga. And my connection with them, you have no idea. They be walking all around me, in me, talking to me, body jumping. Hey, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fiesta, huh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's that kind of party over here. Anyway, I was being very vocal. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted them to know that too. So I love you motherfuckers. From the moon and back. Mwah. Shit. Y'all got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I always take that time too, man. And it's just crazy. Yo, listen, you guys. Whew. You just have to see it for yourself, man. You got to see it for yourself. You have to experience it. And this is why even our ancestors were talking about their ancestors. The fuck? If you listen, you got to wake up to them. That's what I did. That's why I sound so much like them too. They're like, come on, boy, you made it. Look at you, huh? We always knew you was gonna make it. And guess what? That shit don't stop. Like these niggas make sure that I'm taken care of. Come on, man. Shit, I tell them shit. I'll talk like you. I'll walk like you. Nigga, I'll do everything like you. They got me fucked up. Oh. Listen. Y'all got me on some bullshit tonight. Let's do our Father's work. So now we're talking about pretty much just to wrap it up. And again, this is all spirituality too. And because we really need to get to what we need to get to because it's getting a little bit late. I gotta do. None of your business. None of your fucking business, nigga. Now, because we definitely gotta put the message out there, man. Especially when it comes in and we know we got to address the universe. Oh, come on, man. I'm shit. Every second. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty much, that's the whole idea of the yin and the yin. Balance, the scale. Even for you to be fair, you got to look at it from both sides. And I'm going to be talking about that too later, later down the line. How you talk about justice if you're not just? What kind of justice would that be? For you to think critically, you got to be critical. Don't be fooled, man. Don't be fooled for a second to think your life is not spiritual life. Do not be fooled for a second to understand or to limit or to identify yourself with the material aspect of you. The people are perishing due to ignorance. Don't be fooled, man. That's why it requires for you to understand your essence. Why the fuck do you guys think the whole scientist movement, the whole science, people learning about this world, for what? The idea is to get into the soul of existence. Your spirituality, you as a spirit. That's the underlying, that's why science is doing what the fuck is doing. Motherfuckers are learning about astronomy. You have a whole scientific groups. People are learning about the universe. Why the fuck do you think they're doing that? Because even the quality of your life too depends on how much of you know. And that's why I always tell you motherfuckers, your only fucking purpose is to be conscious. And if you got $1 million, it means nothing. And that's what Jesus was trying to tell you. Which is what? That highest state of understanding. Don't be fooled, man. This is your fucking reality. You gotta have God in your life. How else would your life be? To have God in your life is to live a better fucking life. It's to have compassion, to have peace, to have love. Do you get it? It's a deeper aspect of you. A better version of you. I just couldn't hold it no more, man. Fuck it. Fuck it. Qui sera, sera. Fuck it. Fuck. Et alors? Qui sera, sera, man. The fuck? So, don't be fooled, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole idea of the whole scientific studies, understanding your whole environment, having a better understanding of life, you see the government it's spending money on that. Why the fuck not? The whole purpose of this is for consciousness, more understanding, becoming more aware. But now us, the true spiritual masters, we know better. That's why these motherfuckers, throughout their studies, they trying to figure out what the fuck we do. Just like for me, as I understand about energy, I solve my own fucking case. I don't need to be an FBI agent for that, nigga. Shit. Fuck around, I'll give you more clues, nigga. What are we talking about? That's the purpose. That's why I always tell you guys spirituality is a practical matter. It's not to sound good. It's not to be good. It's not to not to use profanity. Oh my God, life is fuck out of here. Life is all of it. The good and the fucking bad. Now, what do you make out of it? How is it helping you out? For instance, my spirituality helped me so much so I could tell you to suck your own dick. You know that? Suck your own dick, nigga. Who would ever think, like, just out of that? Again, if you stuck in that dick part, well, shit. Well, that's for you too. I speak to the universe. If that's what you see, have at it. That part was for you. But I also speak for the great listeners too, who sees understanding behind a joke, who could see beauty in the mud. To the pure, all is pure. So don't worry. You can't tell me nothing. You can only you just only telling you telling on you. To the pure over here, all is pure. Anywhere I step my foot in, nigga, it's purified. But again, this is for the great listeners. But anyway. So now again, and just to have a proper understanding of your reality too. Because that's the whole idea. That's what scientists are trying to do. That's why you now, when you have quantum physics now, don't be fooled. These motherfuckers gave you the game. They told you everything is energy. Even what you look at as the most, they call it condensed energy, what you call it material. And the whole shit makes sense. It does. Because when you look around, I'm not saying I'm not going to be hit by a fucking truck if a truck hit me. But I also understand this is different plane and different energy too. But it doesn't box me into that reality. And this is the beauty of you being in this world. And then to transcend different realities. That's what it means. They all come together. And that's why I strongly recommend do it for yourself. The Kybalion by the 3 Initiates. This shit is free. You just could Google this shit. There's an audible version of it. I still listen to it. This is how deep that shit is. And the deeper you get yourself, you get to grasp it on a whole other level. And this is what I call the masterpiece too. I'm working on that for you. Don't worry about it. I see them niggas. I got something for them too. The fuck? No, like the level of understanding and what they did, the body of work. Listen, I had to process it as an artist myself. What the fuck do you think I'm doing here? Anyway, I'm talking my shit. Nobody else will. Shit, I'm taking accountability. Qui sera, sera. Qui sera, sera. So guys, anyway, we already delved. We already in it. You coming back, you already know, man. You good? I just wanted to acknowledge you, baby. How you doing? You good? You're not leaving late. You came here at the right time. I just want to let you know I love you. I acknowledge you, and that's why I do what I do. Now come get your medicine, baby. I mean, as I suppose, or you're already getting it already. So you know what I'm saying. You good? I'm not calling you out. I'm shouting you out. anyway, you know what I'm saying? But again, I do it for you too. And that's why I always take the time, man. Listen, man, this is our safe space. This is where we all get together. You know what I'm saying? We elevate each other. This is the meeting of the minds. You know, in this world of it's wild out there, man. Be careful, okay? You know what I'm saying? Well, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. And that's what we're doing here. Do you see what I'm saying, family? You know what I'm saying? So this is for you, man. I'm giving you the best of me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you do what you do with it. Don't worry about me, though. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Listen, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You make sure you do the same for someone else. We're doing God's work, man. Let's elevate, man. Let's build. I mean, shit. Like, how do you go against that? Please let me know. I mean, I'm not sure I would want to hear it neither, though. But goddamn. I mean, shit. Do I have to? Nah. You got me on that one. See, this is why this is for the livings. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I can't change who I am. If you get it, you get it. Hey, it is what it is. But just know, man, I came to you. Oh no, we're not stopping, because that's what we came here to do. You know, and that's why I always tell people too, man. Like, it's a privilege for me, man, to serve you guys. You know, and even for me to understand that type of wisdom, you know, and to constantly be fed by it too. Like, don't be fooled neither. I'm saying this shit to you. I'm feeding myself as I'm saying it to you. It's like, yo, this is masturbation for me, to be honest. Nigga. This is my OnlyFans. I said, yo, I'm doing this for my OnlyFans. If you're not a fan of mine, it's not for you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Who else is a fan of mine? This is for my OnlyFans. We speak to the great listeners, man. That's why I always salute you, because this is for you. Oh, best believe, man. Oh, best believe. Listen, you don't have to believe me. The quality of that is for you, because you have that type of ear. I mean, you appreciate the intricate, the different layers. But most importantly, you get to see beauty for what it is. How do I not value that? That's why I'm here. Nigga. My beauty got me here. So shit. I love you. But anyway, and I'm letting you know too, this is why this is for the livings. And this is for the great listeners too. Livings, same difference. If you know what I know. You know that? So, let's take it back to the whole scientist shit. Let's not be fooled. That's what they're doing. Even when you're saying they're hiding certain information from you. Okay, let's use the conspiracy route for a second. Why would they want to do that? Fuck that. Here's a better question. If you know they're doing that, why would you not want to know more? Y'all niggas playing yourself out there, man. Y'all sound good though. Y'all sound very good. Y'all articulating. Good English. Y'all speaking good English out there, man. Yo, when I watch these niggas, that's that's what I see. I'm like, God damn, good English, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm Haitian, so I don't need to have that. You know what I'm saying? But when I see it, I'm like, oh, okay, good English. I don't see anything else, bro. That should tell you right then and there, man. You gotta mind your business. And I'm telling you to mind your business by opening up your own eyes, giving you the sight, holding the mirror of wisdom for you to look at you. I mean, shit. I'm listen, man. And I could guarantee you one thing: the more you get to look at you, the more you get to see beauty, and the more you get to see the beauty in me too. Don't worry about it. I know I'm beautiful, baby. I'm conceited, nigga. Yo, shout out to Conceited too, man. Like he's a Haitian battle rapper, whatever the fuck. Shout out to you, nigga. I'm conceited too, nigga. In ways you can't even fucking fathom. You see what I'm saying? When you connect with nature, and then you know yourself. First of all. So now let's just go back. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here because I want you guys to grasp this. The whole aspect, the whole underlying understanding of what everybody's doing is that they're learning about the universe, who they are. So the idea of God is not far-fetched. That's what I'm trying to. Don't be fooled. Like, I'm dumbing it down the best way I know how, bro. This is how dumb. I cannot get any dumber than that. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my fucking best, man. Fuck you want from me? I'm doing my best. But your goal, though, come on, man. Listen, man, there's a lot more for us to talk about. Shit. I understand, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I live in the fucking abyss, too. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know. Listen, anyway. But let me shout out these niggas, those good English niggas, because they speak a lot of good, great English, man. It's beautiful. Like sometimes I wonder if they were even born speaking English. It's they had to. Keep up the good work. Listen, man, there's layers to this. And again, this is all referring to your reality. I can be sharing the same space and time with you, and I've had that experience with my son, where, you know what I'm saying, he's right next to me, but he doesn't understand life the way I do. That's why I'm saying your vision the way we see things. The way this nigga's looking at Spider-Man and the way I'm looking at Spider-Man, it's like it's two different things. You know what I'm saying? He's Spider-Man is costing me money. You know what I'm saying? But it's money I don't mind paying for because I want him to, you know what I'm saying, to go out there and save the world. Anyway, that was too much of my business. Oh, I'm saying all of that to say, this is what I meant to say. I'm saying all of that to say, your subjectivity is your reality. So don't be fooled. But most importantly, a lot of us, due to ignorance, we tend to look at this world from just a fucking material world. If that was the case, why would science even doing what the fuck they're doing? You tell me that. And for the record, because you know a lot of people talk about scientists and all that shit like that. Well, let me just say, you know, from my past studies, you know, because I was very animated about this path. You know, I wanted to know more. Obviously, I'm talking about more, so I had to learn more. And then doing in that journey, I realized that, you know, with the so-called, you know, there's always the scientists are against religion and all that shit. But the true thing that I realized is like a lot of those scientists truly, you know what I'm saying, they were, you know, passionate motherfuckers. They knew God on a whole different level. That I think what they're trying to tell you motherfuckers is that they don't want to go by the dogmas. And then now they're using the term being a little more pragmatic, which is not actually the case, but I understand what they're trying to say. Because truly being pragmatic is to know your essence. You cannot get any, there's no better reality or no realer reality than that. Only when you set yourself free, then, like, you know, and that requires for you to know who you are. That's why us, some of the greater scientists, because we were the alchemist, and we are the alchemist, the scientist, we speak on a whole different level when we talk about a different reality, which is not just a fictional shit. And I love, in fact, I love the term that the Kabbalion use. They call that type of science the material science. And I get it. And shit, why the fuck not? This shit, you know, like, I'm the science that I deal with. It cannot be any more pragmatic than that. If I tell you as a man thinketh, so he is, this is not a philosophical fucking argument or statement, for lack of better terms. This is not a theory that I'm coming out with, you know, to let you know how educated I am. This is just me being in tune with a living experience and giving you that understanding. That's the enlightenment. That's what we knew. Don't be fooled, man. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, man. They are trying to imitate us. They're our kids, our children. I can see myself through them. You know, but their vision is limited because they're only having a one-side experience. And I think the Matrix says it best. Like, how do you have a dream, right? And then it feels like it is such a beautiful dream. Your senses are fucking active. And then now when you wake up, you'd almost like trying to deny that fucking experience. It's almost like, yeah, I did experience it, but I really didn't experience it. That shit ain't real, dog. What makes this realer than any real thing? I mean, what makes anything real is you fucking experiencing it. So again, for a man to thrive in so many different layers, now I was speaking of just now on the spiritual plane. That's a whole other level. But let me just dumb it down a little bit. For my great listeners, give me a second. I speak to the universe. But let's just say on a psychological plane. People go see shrinks, man. And what do you think these motherfuckers are talking about? What happened to you as a fucking child, nigga? Like, motherfucker, what? I came here like you telling me about. Yeah, that's why you came here for. Because it's deeper than what you think it is. That is the awareness that we're trying to get you to real. That's the self accountability we're trying to get you to take. You are a product of your actions. That's why life is gonna be. Life is on you. How do you see it? Now, for you to have a better vision, oh, now you. That's where I come in. Not just me. All of my fucking ancestors. What you calling Jesus, Tahuti, the whole Egyptian civilization, the Tibetan monks, the Buddhist, the Hindus, voodoo, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The Gnostics, Masonics, I mean the Masons, all they truly talking about with the true knowledge though. Not the witchcraft part of it. Okay, let me just say this. I think somebody need to hear this. Then it would all make sense for you. Because I feel like somebody who's watching me here is asking that I got you. But just so you know too, like, you know, I don't know, man. I think, anyway. But I'm also a medium and psychic, right? But, it's none of your business. But, I mean, not really, but I'm saying that because I'm addressing this question. Because I kind of like went from what I was talking about to address that. And you're going to know who you are. Obviously, you'll know yourself. You know yourself. But anyway, but since you're paying attention, and I could hear your question loudly too. So let me answer it for you. You see, when people talk about the Masons, you talk about, the secret organizations. Yeah, 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 yeah. But the true esoteric part of it, it's not just the ritual. And then when we talk about the rituals, you do rituals every fucking day. Your ritual is your reality. If anything, shit, they know life better than you. Because there's a mystery to life. There's a key, there's a certain way you do shit. That's what us spiritual masters are telling you. So when you stuck on that, even when motherfuckers are talking fucking about the Illuminati, nigga, do you understand to be Christ-like? You are the true fucking Illuminati? What are you talking about? This is gossip, man. You guys are gossiping. Some bitch shit. I mean, where's the wisdom, though? That's my only question. What are you truly learning? And if you're learning anything, how is it transforming you? Because that's the key. True, or I shouldn't say true knowledge. I can't. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes and no. But anyway, this is. I'm just having this. That was an internal affair. Yes and no, because there's layers to it. But the point, though, this is all letting you know, for you not to see life as being mysterious. It's just that's what makes you cold. That's why you're not alive. That's why they call you dead. And in voodoo, we would probably say this is why we called you a child. You a child. And I'm helping you not to be fooled. You a child. You think scientists are doing this for no reason? Do you get it now? That's why your purpose should be for you to know who the fuck you are. Why? Because the quality of your life will depend on that. Just like the quality of our ancestors, when we talk about those generational curses, what the fuck do you mean? It's their understanding that was passed down to you. Or, I mean, and their understanding too comes with the pain, whatever the fuck else, them not knowing better. And then what the fuck do you think they're giving you? That's why you gotta be like, fuck these niggas. That's why in the occult, we say you have to kill your mom and your dad. Not physically, but in terms of understanding. You have to become conscious of you. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter anyway. It could be good or bad. Because the minute you become conscious of you, you would appreciate them better anyway. And when you become more conscious of you and they didn't feed you correctly, you're still going to honor them because they added to you. So ultimately, it all comes down to you. That's why they tell you the family you came from and the family that you're building, your family that you're building is more important than the family that you came from. Because now you're making a difference. This is short. This is showtime. You're like camera action, baby. What you doing? Are you building or are you fucking destroying? Are you? You ain't gotta tell me shit. So that's why I always tell people, for you to be you, nobody else can be around. And of course, this is no shot to nobody else. This is not you saying fuck, because I notice, and this is what I also notice, when people are talking about, you know, toxicity has a way of transmuting itself to make itself look good. That's why you see bitches like fucking Jada Pinkett, who would, who's going through her pain and yet having a red table. Well, let me give you what the red table was about. It was painful. And that's what that red table was about. A lot of you motherfuckers didn't get it. You thought it was therapeutic. Nah, nigga. It was painful. That's why that shit was red. But also at the same time too, man, through your pain you can also transform. So it could have been a powerful shit too. Nah, but it's not. No, no way. No, it's not. And I single her out, not, it's for educational purposes. Certain things a little ache me, man. Because I know for me, like, it took me, and this is not to compare myself, like, if you truly want to help, man, help yourself. That's what I'm saying. If you that bad want to help yourself. Because what are you going to have to give? You're going to tell me not to say the word nigga? You're going to tell me not to say bitches? And then that's healing? Really? Nigga, please. Nigga, please. I'm gonna tell you what's not healing. I'm gonna tell you what's healing. Not to fuck a little boy who wasn't paying himself. Again, this is not directed to her. Because we're talking to the universe. Because what I'm trying to use an example. What do you think your pastors are doing? Fucking your wife and all that kind of. All I'm saying is, like, what people find a way to talk about God in ways that is fucking crazy. They are somehow masking their pain behind God, when true God is to reveal that pain, is to heal it. So if you truly want to do that, why would you want to help people when we're not helping you? What kind of help are you giving them? It's almost like if you're a mechanic, you can't fix your car. Would you be able to fix somebody else's car? Isn't that why, as a mechanic, you gotta practice? You learn things. Or if you go to school, you use a fucking motor or whatever the fuck they do. That's my thing. What's the clout in that? I don't know, man. Like, hey, man, some things are way beyond me, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is not to address it to her. This is a global shit. I see it all across the. Spirituality now has become the social thing. It's the thing to talk about to be cool. It's the thing to talk about, to be sociable now. This is a sociable conversation. Ashe. And that's what there's a brother called Brother Panic. This nigga was on that shit. And I see it. It's like, damn, that's what this motherfucker was talking about. It has become this clout. I've met people who's talking about spirituality, and then it's all a front. Shit, nigga. And in Atlanta, Georgia, nigga. There's a lot of Ashe niggas. Just for clouts. It became a behavioral shit. Just like the church is. Like, you guys have a way of deading shit. Y'all killed it. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been fucking with Medusa lately too. I get it. If your heart is cold, how do you breathe life into it? Whereas us true magicians, we go in the mud and we bring the light out of it. What you guys do, you guys deem the light. And you can never really deem it. You deem in your own self. Because the light's going to be the light. That's why I could use your same Bible that you're using to give you a better sight. Yet you talk about it. Your understanding of the Bible is to recite verses. That's your knowing of it. And I see how proud you are. I mean, you are. Can I even argue that? Nigga, you got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Nigga, you got me. Shit. Nigga. I guess I'm working for the devil then. Am I? You know what I'm saying? Is this the devil work? To help you to have a better understanding? To tell you the truth? Because the devil work is deceiving. It's keeping up with lies. It's to create lies when you know the truth. So if this is what you calling working for the devil, well, shit, nigga. The devil it is. And if that's the case too, let me tell you something else. For you, if you calling this devil, well, you cannot touch the devil, nigga. I could guarantee you that. Try again. Some of you won't even get to see 2025. Oh, y'all haven't seen shit yet. Why are you guys weakening now, man? I'm getting warm up. I'm loving this. Oh, we're going with a distance. What? Apologize for what? Nigga, man up. This is getting better and better. You asking for, Nick, I'm giving you a good fight. You just didn't know you were fucking with. I want you to fuck me just like Didi was fucking McMill in that video, nigga. I'm gonna make sure of that. I'm not backing down for nothing. You're crazy. You're out of your fucking mind. I'm enjoying this. Oh, I want more of this. I'm as crazy as you. In fact, I'm crazier than you are. How do you think I got you? That was just random, guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I speak to the universe. Bear with me, if you know. I know, right? I just dumped a whole fucking timeline here on you. Bear with me, because I gotta make sure everybody hears me. You're crazy, man. All my life I've been a fighter. You see what I'm saying? This is the general who became a slave. And from a slave, he became a fucking gladiator. And now from a fucking a gladiator, he's challenging a whole fucking empire. That's the type of shit I'm animated by. I'm gonna give you a good fight. Come on, man. Shout out to fucking Coyote. These niggas had a line that I love. This nigga said, I'm Mexican, Holmes. I bring a fight to a gun. I bring a knife to a gunfight. I fight with honor, nigga. I'm your last samurai. You put it however you want to put it. Shaka Zulu, you're gonna get all of this. You didn't know where you were putting yourself into, stranger. You didn't know what you got yourself into. I never refuse a fight. I never back down, nigga. And I appreciate you not don't punk out on me now. Because this is not a soldier way. Hold your shield, soldier. Put your hands up, man. Mm-mm. Yeah, you wanted a fight. I'm giving you one. Put your hands up, nigga. Trying to put your hand, nigga. Put your hands up. Bitch ass motherfucker. All of you gonna get it. Come on, man. Shit. Y'all got me on my bullshit. But anyway, guys, thank you for bearing with me for a second. You know what I'm saying? I had to vent, a couple things, you know what I'm saying? In due time, you'll get it too. Like, listen, everything, it's part of my body of work. I talk to who I need to talk to. I know who needs to listen to what they need to listen to. Listen, I talk to the universe. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me. That's all I can ask for. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can get from you anyway. But it'll all make sense in due time. But anyway. Now, don't be fooled, man. Because that's going to be the title of that video. And even to have a deeper understanding of reality. So, to have a better understanding of this material world is to go beyond it. What that means is you delve more into it and then you realize it's not what it looks like. That's what delving into it is. Anything you got to go through it. Transcendental knowledge, you're transcending through it. You're passing through it. Not neglecting it, not suppressing it, going through it. And that requires for you to have a better understanding of it. And that's what you call your material science are doing. That's what everybody's doing. Then you have those books that are telling you can manifest. Look at your language. It would reveal so much on us that we take for granted. And now it all makes sense to me. Well, not just now, just right this second. But I'm saying it makes sense to me, like, why you lost. You talk a good talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have people. And this is why I was talking to my guy too. Anyway, we're not gonna say what we talked about, but you have people who claim like they're going to church, they're good people, and all that shit. They're the one doing black magic on people, deceivers. Cause my mission too, man. Listen. Just to give you guys a little bit of background about me, right? I was illegally adopted. Meaning they adopted me because they knew who my parents was. I mean, my parents were not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I had that conversation with them. We good. And so much so, these motherfuckers show me the ultimate love. And that's why they're not letting this one go like this. It's not happening. These niggas, they don't know what they got themselves into. But anyway, not to sound too mysterious. And again, life is a mystery. But again, not to sound too mysterious, right? So they kept my identity. In fact, this is such a fucking criminal act. They killed me before I was even born. Meaning, got me a whole different name, not allowing me to know who I truly was, making me think I was part of them, that was part of their game. That's what make this a criminal act, premeditated, like gangster shit, gangster shit, straight up and down. And these people, they had the ability, and they've been doing it for years, where they have hidden their identity to people. They introduce themselves to society as they are a regular member. But yet they are criminals. And they use voodoo, they kill their own family members to acquire wealth. And they stick together. It's about 6, 7 of them. They keep their secret. Like this is the little thing that I'm taking down. They have me hidden in plain sight. That was beautiful of them. But I was also hidden from them in plain sight. I always knew there was something fucked up. I couldn't put my hands on it. But most importantly, what I did know and I acted on it is that fuck these motherfuckers. I gotta do me. And this is where too, man, who you are is who the fuck you are. I remember I used to tell this lady, and yo, listen, it's like I'm catching on everything now. It's like everything came in full circle for me. I solved it. The fuck? Do I need to say more? I'm letting you in a little bit. But not too much so because, I don't want to interfere. I know what to say and when to say it and what not to say. Let's just put it this way. I speak to the great listeners too. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. So, voodoo was the thing that they did, the thing that they knew. But they knew how to hide it in front of people. So even though they didn't go to church themselves, but they have adopted, they are deceivers, great at it. Imagine, like, these people been stealing from me for a fucking very long time, them knowing what the fuck they had in mind. My life is almost like was that Truman Show, where everybody knows the reality, that none of them is saying anything, they're all planning. Like, it's like I was already dead. Me not knowing my identity, them knowing the secret. That's why these niggas, like now, like this is, I mean, if it's not incredible to them, it doesn't have to be. But, I'll teach you how to do it better. I would teach them how to do that better. But, not to say that what they did wasn't, it was great. But now, all I'm saying is, when I step into the equation, it's different. That's why everything, the lady that's, so to speak, my mother, destroying my life, but I kept going. It meant nothing to me. And really, she wasn't really destroying my life, bro. And that's the truth. That's the truth of the truth. Because anybody she ever got together, like, I'll give you a perfect example, my baby mother. Trash. Anybody she associated with, and obviously her being trash, who anybody, like, nigga, I couldn't fuck with her. And supposedly I am her son. So if you fuck with me, if you were of me in that same level, you wouldn't fuck with her by fucking default. By default. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But that wasn't the case. And all of these people, to be quite honest with you, and those are people that I don't even want. And those were the people that she used to use me. How you gonna use me? I don't want you. Like the bitch that they hired, this was a bitch. Well, I'm just being nice. She was a hoe. She is a hoe. This is something I'm talking about when I was in my fucking 21, man. Like, nigga in college still, you know what I'm saying? Still trying to figure out myself. I did my little fucking nigga. Like, but that pussy right there, I did fuck it though. This is the type of pussy, and I'm being, every nigga. If you know when you were going through your, I mean, of course, then you develop your character as a man, obviously. You know what I'm saying? That's why this bitch got AIDS. She thought I loved her. She thought I was gonna fuck her. I'm like, bitch, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? And I saw the bitch. Oh, I never told her anything. I know she was a copycat. I know, you know what I'm saying? She's looking for motherfuckers to take care of her. Broke ass bitch. Didn't do nothing for herself. Like, miserable bitch. But she also taught me valuable lessons too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at that point, the reason why I even maintained contact with her was because as I was going through my spiritual journey around that time, I mean a little bit later on, and then I kind of like, because I used to be like very stuck up too, man. Like, but which is good because shit, like I think I'm even more stuck up now to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But the grounded stuck up. I mean, I never was like nah, I always was a real nigga, but stucking up by saying like I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you. But as I started my spiritual journey, I didn't master it at that point. When I started that, it was around that same time. But I mean, not just but like, nigga, this is what I meant to say. Like, I don't know. Like every guy probably have that kind of story. I mean, I know you might be a little bit nigga. Ain't no shame in my game, nigga. Like the one, how like yo, you had that one bad pussy. Like the thing for me, I never had a smelly one. Like that's your early ages. Of course, you pick your woman a little bit better. But I'm just saying, as shit, nigga, your whole phase as a man. I went through it. You know what I'm saying? It was around the time where you trying to be that macho man. Like the ladies' man, and you talking to your friends. Like, oh man, I'm talking to her. Yeah, that kind of bullshit. But anyway. Yo, my nigga, I don't know what your story is. Like, that was the pussy, like god damn. I only fucked that pussy like once, and I regretted that shit. And that was when I was 21. 22, 21, I don't even fucking know. Like, if this is, because I was illegally adopted, if I'm 42 now, I mean, you do the math. So as I'm going through my spiritual journey, and this is a very good story too, because she also, and this I'm going to show you what she taught me too, valuable lesson. We're just gonna do some random shit, man. Don't be fooled, nigga. That was the story. Don't be fooled. I'm telling you not to be fooled, nigga. So you good. This is part of the conversation. so? Trash, bro. Like trash. Trash, trash, trash. Like I've never experienced anything like this. Nigga, listen. And see, that's why I tell niggas, man, I'm a top notch nigga, man. This is not no bullshit. I mean, as far as I know, I think I was born in Haiti because I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers could have stolen me because obviously my true parents was in the States. So then again, there's other things I'm not gonna mention because respect for them because there's certain information that was given to me and respect for them. Because I get to understand so many things happen, man, especially around those times. If you guys, what I'm saying, like, especially if you got pregnant young. I'll give you a perfect example, especially in Haiti and the family that I came from. I mean, I was raised with. You know, there was a cousin of ours, and I was told that was a cousin of ours. But anyway, her mother was young, was pregnant young, so they had to give the child away. There was a lot of that shit that was taking place. I.e., that's what you call human trafficking. Not necessarily from the perspective that you guys are knowing it now. Now the game done, like the game done changed from where it started. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of it, because of that, the public opinion, the people pleasing type of shit, or especially if you came from a certain family. So in that family, like this nigga had to be raised with their his like aunts because they were hiding that his mother, which is the head of the operation now though. I know all the key players. She's the head of the operation. You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, baby girl, I have one message for you, man. Like, I'm glad you and I was not connected that much. Because just like you don't give a fuck about me, I don't think I need to say anything else. But then now they give it to the lady because she's like, they use her like she's the dummy of the family. Anything dumb, any action that need to be taken, they need to. She's the one that does it. That's what makes her a criminal too. She's very much. I mean, they're all criminals, but like she's the dumbest of the criminals. That's why these motherfuckers they have this family thing. They have that. Yeah, I mean, hierarchy that they maintain between them. You know what I'm saying? And it's still a secret. It's still whatever the fuck the oldest say. That's what I say. That's how they operate. But they all the fucking shit. But like they choose her because they know she's the dumbest one. And this is whom they chose for me to stay with. And of course, she was dating somebody too. You know what I'm saying? The nigga like nigga. Oh shit. Let's make a long story short, right? So now, of course, illegally adopted me, make them part of their family. Now she became my mother when she's not my true mother, right? And then all of that is being done. So, if anything happens, I'm not gonna go through certain details, but there's some details I need to know too to make sense of what I know. But anyway, that will come in due time. You know what I'm saying? This is for the great listeners. You know what I'm saying? I hope I provided you with enough so you could provide me with enough. We got to do that exchange. In due time, I understand. When you're ready. All good. when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. Yeah, I did the best I can for you too, though. Anyway, don't worry about it. It's on the house. As it is above, so it is below. That's all you need to know. You know what I'm saying? We work for the same cause in different planes, but it is what it is. But anyway, um, so we're both agents. We both undercovers. You know what I'm saying? From one to another. anyway, anyway. Oh shit, I'm wilding. That's why I can see you, just so you know. How you doing? You all good? All right, man. I'll give you something you never seen before. I can tell you this much though. This is gonna be for the books, for your books. How you like them apples? I speak to the universe, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell them. They don't even know. All I'll do is party. I'm partying. Shit. What time is it now? Believe me or not, it's on you. You try me if you like, punk. Hey, we all do what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what you do. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I mean? Hey, man. We all do what we do. You feel me? But anyway, going back to that whole story, I mean, the whole experience is just incredible. It's like, being raised by like by the Bob family and what they had to do to keep me in plain sight. It's come on, man. They got to paint a picture to the people because they blind signing the people who's looking at it. They use gossiping, deceivings, and voodoo. Very good. You see, when you use those type of things, that one makes you a warlock. This is not voodoo. This is what we call in voodoo wanga. But you guys wouldn't know anything about that. That's why voodoo and that has nothing to do with this. Put it, okay, that's witchcraft. Oh, I forgot I was speaking to American people. I'm sorry, guys. I was having a Haitian moment for a second. You know what I mean? But I got you, though. I got you. So, what you would call witchcraft and spirituality are two different things. Or, put it this way. I mean, I'm trying to dumb it down for you to give you an idea. But just so you know, these are all tools. And they knew how to use certain tools better than other people. So a lot of what they do kitchen mat. I could tell them everything about them. They don't understand why they can't touch me. This is blood money, dog. That was a trap for you. It's been a trap. I was a trap for them. They never knew that. To be honest, I work for my people. And your whole family's going down. Just to summarize it, I don't want to spend too much time because, well, I mean, shit. I mean, why spoil it? let's like I'm experienced this. Like for some of you, you may not understand it. Listen, I speak to the universe. That's how much in tune I am with that, and it's beautiful. Listen. But anyway, your spirituality, my nigga, is your actuality. It's your reality. You feel me? Hey, guys, I think you should try one more time, guys. That last time, it's gonna hurt you bad, though. I didn't do it. I'm just a messenger. I don't understand why you saying shit about me when you guys are doing shit. Because everything you did, that's you experiencing are things that you did. Not once in my whole fucking entire life have I ever lit a fucking candle for you guys. And trust me, I know how to do it better than you. Obviously. 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 That's why I tell you guys if I was touching you. Now, you just going through what you did. I have not touched none of you motherfuckers. I will though. I will. Now that I can promise you. In due time, I'll play chess. Now it's your turn. Listen. All I'm telling you now, I feel like you just weakening on me right now though. No, we're not having that. Oh no. Put your chin up. Come on now. Put your chin up. Mm-mm. Apology for what? For what? Because you can't win? Oh, that's pussy. That's trash. I knew you already that though. And that's what you're revealing. Oh no. There's no going back from this. You were warned several times. And I warned you too. I did. You know I did. And just so you know too, and this is clarification, they even allowed you to get closer to me because that was a test for you. Let me give you a little bit of more of information because I know you're watching anyway. You may have some questions. And that's why your apology means nothing to me. Your people apologize to me. And trust me, there's nothing you could do to stop any of that, what's happening here. You guys trying to, cloak your energy. No, you're crazy. You, I know you do tarot reading. Do you notice since everything's out there? Everything's out there. Go check a tarot reading. They'll tell you everything you fucking need to know right now. You know it. They would also tell you too. This motherfucker, he see you before you even think you saw him. You don't think so? Then you come to give me AIDS? And then what happened? What happened? Oh, let me guess. I give you AIDS? And how exactly did I do that? How? How? Hmm? You tell them how. Did I even fuck you, nigga? Did I? You trash to me, man. I told you that. You trying to convince me that you're not trash? Okay, come on. You love me? You love me? Please, love me. Entertain me. I'm saying, how do I give you something I don't have? You fuck who? Who did you fuck? Those are facts, man. Well, if I gave you, take me to court. Shit, I'll take the test in the middle of the fucking court, nigga. I don't know how you take that test. I don't know if it's a blood test. Well, I think there's a blood test. I mean, yeah, there's a blood. But I'll take it in the middle of the court, nigga. I'm like, what's up, niggas? Let me know. Let me know what I got. Remember, I questioned you about it. They tell you I see you. You don't. You think they're lying? Stupid. Like, shit, yo, guys. I have experienced the stupid ass people, and when that shit comes out too, oh man, you'll see how stupid these motherfuckers are, and then you also get to see how jealousy and all that shit, envy, like when people are stupid, this is crazy, man. Ignorance. This is the world that you're living in. So even when you say, "Well, would God allow anything?" Well, you're the one doing it. God is waiting on you. You have to be awakened to it. That's why, again, until you attain that level of consciousness, you're not gonna see reality for what it is. And that's why too, like for me, that's why I'm partying. I don't know if they believe me or not. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, try me if you like. But you listen, man. Anyway, guys, don't be fooled, man. When you understand, and this is ironically from my last recording, I was talking about even when you understand thoroughly that as a man thinketh, so he is. So that alone should tell you how what you think is not physical, how physical that is. Because how more physical can that be? Or non-physical as well. That's truly what I'm trying to say. But the way you guys are looking at physicality, because spirituality is a practical matter, that's truly what I'm trying to let you know. Your life, is based on the quality of, how much you know of you, or how much reality that you truly understand. And this is why also this is called the wilderness. Although we are close to each other, but we are so far away. And ironically, this is where the internet now also represents the 5D too. Because we could be far away, now we become closer. That's why I speak for the great listeners. And as you're going through your journey, it's not going to be the people that are closest to you that would give you what you need to go to develop. I know for me, it was other people that I didn't know, but that I trusted. And I trusted their information, Most importantly, trusted myself. And then I knew that information was needed. And I was able to build from there. And from shit, I never stopped. So again, this is what I meant about the being the Masons too. Being in your own square while you are in your circle. You know, um, for people to understand, like, you could misuse, like, it's just like a knife. You could cut your mitt with it, and you could kill it. You could kill somebody. Do you see what I'm saying? You can also use it to save somebody else too. Who's being threatened, or you may use it for survival purposes, self-defense. You can also use it too. Let's just say, if you're hungry, you need to survive. See, this is what you need to understand about this reality. Nothing is really bad, or nothing is really good. So what that means for you, it enables you to see both sides of things. That's why I always recommend the Kabbalions to you guys, because the Kabbalion lets you know pretty much the mental aspect of the universe, but also how these things work. And the Kabbalion also tells you that opposite meets, meaning opposite comes together. In other words, one thing can be two things at the same time. For instance, I am a son. I'm also a father. I'm a cousin. I'm a brother. In other words, something that is true can also be false in different levels. There's levels to there's no duality. That's why they're helping you to see both sides, two sides of the same coin. The coin is the reality. What is good and bad? Okay. How do you look at it? So ultimately, the seven Tahuti principles is for you to master you by helping you to understand the universe. Nigga, listen, I recommend it. Uh, you don't have to get it the first time. You see, this is what us spiritual masters will also understand too. If you resonate with it, you don't have to understand it. Let it play. You don't get it, play it again. It's in audio. What you're doing is you're not wasting your time. You planting those seeds in you. That's why us spiritual masters, we understand association. We understand symbols. We use all of these things to sharpen up our fucking connection, to be more devotional, devotional. But most importantly, what I'm truly trying to say is to be more connected. I guess in so many words, you could say devotional, but I guess what I'm truly. But anyway, guys, it's. Again, this is all also reflecting how there is more to your reality than it appears to be. Even when guys are talking about women, this is what you need to learn about women. Shit. So what does that tell you? It's more than their pussy and their titties and their asses. Do you get it? This is your reality. Don't be fooled. There's nothing physical about this. It looks physical, but there's nothing physical about it. Everything is mental. Don't be fooled, man. That's why when you choose a bitch because she got a fat ass, good luck. Well, I hope that fat ass, you know what I'm saying? But let me say this to you, though. In Haiti, we know that. And big booty bitches, everybody's sick for them. Yeah, to fuck. Because having a bitch like that, that's like having, like in Haiti, we say, we know we do plant shit. You have mango trees and shit like that. And depending how big your mango tree is, it might branch out on the outside. I know for me, across where I used to live, what I'm saying, I used to eat their mangoes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was not. I mean, I couldn't go into their properties, but what was outside of their properties, nigga, bitch. You say what now, motherfucker? Fuck you and your mango, nigga. It was good though. You see what I'm saying? So we understand that much, man. You seeking for a fat ass? Well, go have at it. Every nigga would just want to fuck that, nothing else. That's why you have niggas spending money, because if you got it, why not spending it? You see what I'm saying? That's why some of you niggas who talking like shit, why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? And for you bitches too, nigga would spend any type of money on you. Why the fuck not? If we got it. I mean, you may think you the bitch, like shit. Nah, you a hoe. You are not the shit, baby. You just a hoe. I bought you. Paid for your pussy. That's why I always tell my niggas, man, you always treat a hoe like a hoe. If you know you paid for a pussy, well, you make sure that's a pussy you paid for. That's what I'm saying. And that principle is not just, I'm not no pimp, just so you guys know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spiritual healer, though. You know what I'm saying? But I connect to all of it. And I understand all of it. But most importantly, I'm trying to let you know, do not to be fooled. Because even that, it's not as physical as you think you are. I mean, as you think it is. How do you get someone who's using their pussy to give you, they fuck, you didn't fuck, and then they're bringing the money to you? What part of the material it's listic aspect of that is? It's all mental, man. I mean, I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm not saying none of that. Did you get the message? It's all mental. So don't be fooled. Those scientific understanding. So when you don't know who you are, you're all fool. And again, the shit that I talk about here, those are not philosophical understanding. Those are not I don't know. Those, and your intellectual masturbation niggas. There's a bunch of them. Oh, I know. I listen. I'm everywhere. Please let me know. But anyway, then you realize this is all about enlightenment. That's why, like I always tell people, this is not about saying money is nothing. No, this is saying there's more to reality than that. So if you're getting money, congratulations. But is that your only reality? That's when you fucked. But if you're getting money and then you understand, And for the most part, I'm not gonna say that's what it is for everybody, but there's been a understanding about money and spirituality and shit like that. Like Solomon, a lot of those kings were kings, nigga. David or Daniel, listen, I studied that shit a long time ago. But anyway, like you might be able to tell me the verses, which is good. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the understanding though. That's fine. I mean, listen, you tell me which one you value more. Chapter Matthew chapter 16 verse 41 to 61. This is what it says, or the meaning, and then now I'll let you quote it for yourself. Anyway, man, don't be fooled, man. I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. So technically, what we're truly saying here is that, oh man, I was in so many different planes too. Just so you guys know, just give me a second because I'm trying to, like not come down to reality, but it's more like centered, to what we were talking about, in terms of not being fooled. The whole concept of this idea here, or this whole conversation, was for you guys to understand that there is more to you than what you look like. And the minute you understand that thoroughly, I should say, then it should allow you, lead you to God. That's why the idea of God is not far fetched. Like that's why the scientists, if there's anybody who know God, they may know God better than you. Like I'm telling you now that I know God better than you. You don't understand what mythology is doing for you. You don't even understand Jesus. In fact, you're not even acting like Jesus. How do you understand them? Denzel Washington, all of those motherfucking actors, they understand. To understand somebody, they gotta get into that fucking energy. You know what that means? They think the way they think. Maybe if energy's throwing you off, maybe it's a spiritual term. No problem. Let's just say they gotta think the way the guy think. They gotta shit the way the guy shit. They gotta speak the way the guy speak. You know what I'm saying? Like I know when was it who played Muhammad Ali? Will Smith. He had to be around him, asking them questions, speak like him, sound like him. That's your reality, dog. That's why God is necessary. Having those God quality now, that's when you have compassion. Now you're able to materialize that into your life. And me, as I'm talking to you, that's what makes me a religious man or a man of God. Because what I'm talking to you about is the godly shit about you, but yet again, that is very practical. If you don't think so, well, shit, look at marketing. How does marketing has an impact on people? They behave a certain way, they act a certain way. Now, think about if you were animated by the Christ consciousness. Oh, it is a consciousness. It is a level of seeing things. It is a level of understanding. It is to become godlike. When I'm telling you guys, like yesterday, I talked about adversity, to embrace adverse situation or conditioning or, you know what I'm saying, to make it better for you. This is all God mentality. This is what you're seeing in life. Lions kill other people, hey, all that shit, hey. But it's not just reality too. I mean, the reality is not just limited to that. Like, there's different layers in it. Just like that takes place, there are other things in reality that also takes place too. to choose a side over the other. Well, this is what you do by being a Republican and fucking Democrat. You being a fucking asshole, but you think you're making a statement. You have a one-sided perspective. Now you are having arguments now, meaning there's no benefit even in what you're saying because there's no wisdom in it. You're not even looking at it from both sides. And for you to thrive, even as a fucking human being, so that I mean, is that the society you guys like me to be part? Is that the society you are proud to be part of? Wow, wow, that's all I gotta say. Ignorance again. See, this is why the Christ-like figures, even when you look at even when you look at it from a fucking historical perspective, they will tell you I would sound just like them because historically we never fit because it was never meant to be historical any fucking way. This is energetic. This is cosmic. So again, everybody is truly seeking for the meaning of life through even your scientific. I mean, your scientist. Even from the perspective, if you want to go do some conspiracy type of shit, again, just like I told you, motherfuckers, that alone give you enough. That should tell you how much more there is to you. And maybe for you Illuminati niggas, if you were Jesus, historical, limited type of motherfucker, maybe they might not want to tell you about the truth too. I mean, how would that help them, or how would that even help you? Obviously, I mean, you limited already. You can't even see it. That's the word. I mean, shit. And you want to talk about prison? Shit. At least when you go to prison, it helps you to reflect. So that's why we always say, and in the occult, we also understand that too, man. The worst, or okay, how can I say this? The stupid motherfucker, the true stupid motherfucker, is the motherfucker that think he knows when he did not know. So if you don't know and you don't know, nigga, trust me. The kingdom of God is open to you. You are welcome in this kingdom. But those who think that they know, when they don't know, and they know they don't know, but they think that they know, however you want to put it, this is the worst of the worst. Because regardless of what's taking place in front of them, they think they know. So what accountability would they have to take? You just gotta let them self-destroy. This is chess. Just, just get your popcorn. I'm partying. In fact, listen. I love you, motherfuckers. I shan't. Mali.